This video is about an interview that I conducted earlier this week. That interview was with the mother of one of the students in my building that has behavior issues. For the purpose of this video, we will refer to that student as Johnny. I do not know the antecedent of the behavior that caused Johnny to be invited to join the Effective Needs program, but I do know that Johnny became agitated with a classmate while on the playground. He tackled that classmate and began pounding his head into the cement before he could be pulled off. Johnny came to us about 2 years ago as a first grader, and it was quickly discovered that part of the level of his frustration was caused by his inability to read. We quickly began him on Fry's first 100 words and continued to do phonics lessons with him. Currently, Johnny is in the third grade and is reading at grade level. When Johnny first came to us, he spent 100% of his day in a self-contained classroom. That included eating lunch and having indoor recess in the classroom. He, as he began to gain trust of the teacher and the rest of the staff, he was allowed to have lunch in the lunchroom with his peers and have recess, lunch recess, and two daily recesses with his peers also. But this was under close supervision of a paraprofessional. Currently, as a third grader, Johnny spends approximately 90% of his day in his mainstream classroom. He is completely unsupported by special education staff. The only time that he comes to a special education classroom is for about 5 to 10 minutes in the morning to do a check-in, and then about 5 to 10 minutes in the afternoon to do a check-out, and to be escorted out to his mother in the parking lot to go home for the day. He's one of our success stories, and we're really excited that we may begin the process of exiting him from our program fairly soon. Johnny's mother was asked 6 questions. The first question I asked her was, since Johnny had moved to Centennial Elementary, what improvements had she seen in his behavior? Her response was that Johnny's initial response to adverse stimulus is no longer to automatically become aggressive. He's learned the ability to pause and think about his options, and he's also he uses his calming strategies now, such as taking deep breath and walking away from his problems. The next question is, what do you believe helped these improvements? Johnny sees an outside counselor as well as a counselor at school, and that is where he has learned most of these um, self-calming techniques, such as taking walks, using our break room in the classroom, and like I said earlier, taking a deep breath to try to compose himself before he responds uh, to a to a problem. I asked what Johnny's mother's expectations were for his teachers, and her response was that she really just wants the teachers to continue to give Johnny the tools to help himself to be successful with his behaviors and in school. These kind of tools continue to be more coping techniques and calming strategies. Um, what Johnny's mother was asked what interventions that she has seen that have proven successful in working with Johnny's outbursts. And her main thing that she cited was that just taking it slow, taking any type of problem, whether it be a behavior issue or a math problem or a reading problem, taking it step by step and not rushing. Um, she appreciates the fact that the teachers and staff continually remind him to take a breath and continue to help him with his reading and help him with his refocusing. I asked Johnny's mother what she was most impressed with the Effective Learning Program, and her response was that she was impressed that his rages have dropped to almost nothing, not only at school but also at home. He's She feels like the staff are giving Johnny the best options to be successful and doing a great job. She appreciates the fact that his teachers know his triggers and know how to avoid those triggers and help Johnny when they see Johnny start to become agitated. They do their best to find a way to help Johnny redirect his energy so that he does not become angry or upset. The last question that I asked was, what does she feel like the staff could be doing that they're not currently? And her response was is that the staff does not always listen to Johnny's side of the story. She would appreciate it if they would take more time to actually listen to what Johnny has to say, and that would possibly even further um, prevent his minor outbursts and his becoming frustrated and need to take so many breaks. So that was the interview, and I am very excited for Johnny that he may very soon be exiting our program and that he is spending the majority of his time in his mainstream classroom. That is our hope for all of our kids. I hope you have a good morning and have a blessed day. Thank you.